and welcome to another video. And I have to apologise first off because there is a lot of noise going on in this kitchen. I've got the oven on, I've got the washing machine on behind me, it's absolutely chucking it down outside. My parents are in the middle of putting some more coping up in the living room, so there is a lot of stuff going on in the background of this video. But in the forefront of this video is about baking, as you could probably tell because I'm back in my kitchen. And I think I've got, yeah, look, flour on my top as well. So I am baking a cake and I'm super excited because it is a Disney themed cake and I'm going to be making Pua. Look at him. He's so cute. So I'm going to be making our favourite friendly pig into a cake today and I'm very excited. I've done something similar like this, I think maybe two or so years ago, where I made a stitch cake. So I'm basically doing an updated version. Well, it's not because it's a different character, isn't it? Wow, Charlotte. Today I am working with double the amount of ingredients than I would usually work with because I'm making a bigger cake. So we're following a Victoria sponge recipe, but I am using 6 beaten eggs, 350 grams of sugar, flour and butter. I've already weighed all of that out. I'm now going to add it to my bowl and do a little bit of mixing. Once that's all done, I'm going to set it in my tin and pop it in the oven. And my oven is on 180 degrees and it's been on for a while, so it's nice and warm and ready for my cake. And then we're just going to bake it until it's golden brown. Let's start the creation of my Pua cake. I've just made a bit of a mess. I've just a little bit of mess. I've made a mess. Don't tell anyone. You know when I said I made a bit of a mess? I mean, cake mixture has gone flying across the kitchen, but it's so fine. Okay, so look at that. That is one big heavy bowl of cake mixture, but it's good because I've got a big tin to put it in, but it's all nice and smooth. So I'm going to empty that out now into my already baking paper lined baking paper, greaseproof paper, baking paper, whatever this is called. I've lined my tin. So I'm gonna add that now and then pop it in the oven. So my cake is now in its cake tin and it's gonna go in the oven at 180 for 40 minutes, roughly. So I shall see you then. Okay, so while the cake is in the oven, I lied, I won't see you until then. I'll see you a little bit before, which is now. Hi! I am going to cut out... I nearly squashed Pua! I'm going to cut out my cake stencil and make sure that's ready, and then I'm going to prepare some buttercream for my crumb coat and for the filling, and then I will start working on my display. Wow. Okay. Now I am moving on to making my buttercream for the crumb coat and one part of the filling for my cake. I've weighed out the ingredients, so I've got 140 grams of butter and 280 grams of icing sugar with a little splash of milk and a little bit of vanilla extract essence. I can't remember which one it is. I'm gonna get on to making that now. You've got it. It's part of the cake process. Don't judge me. That is literally the best buttercream I think I've ever made. The camera doesn't do it justice. Just call me a baking queen. Look at that. That is a good looking tray of cake. My cake is nice and cool. I've cut the cake in the middle after a little bit of give and take with my cake cutter. So I'm going to take my cake stencil, I guess, and pop it on the cake to cut around that. Fingers crossed. Jam and buttercream are in the middle of my sponge. My sponge has been made whole again and the crumb coat is on. However, I am left with quite a bit of buttercream, which I mean is okay because it tastes amazing. Okay, once I stop stuffing my face, hold on. Here is Pua with a sexy I nearly lost our cake. With a little sexy crumb coat. So now we're going to take our white icing that's still laid out on the side, pop it over and hopefully start creating Pua. How do I do this is the question. So not gonna lie, this bit's all a bit tricky for me because I don't usually work with rolled out ready icing. Well, that was a little bit stressful, but Pua is all covered in the white icing now. It did crack a little bit, but I learned a trick. If you put a little bit of water on your finger and squeeze it together and smooth it out, it works. I think I'm going to go next with my pink icing. I'll cut around all the pink bits of Pua, cut that out with the icing and then stick it on top. And hopefully the finished product will look a little bit like this. So it's the day after my baking adventure yesterday. It took so long to do all of that icing decoration for the Pua's face, especially the eyes. It was so fiddly to cut it all out and arrange it all. So I think I finished doing everything and packed up around 10:30 yesterday, which is why no one ended up having cake, so you didn't see it. So this is the finished product. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. Oh, it looks lovely. And now I am going to have some cake. Look at that. I've just got to say it as well, considering this was my first cake that I've made, cut and iced completely on my own. The one that I did before, my stitch cake, I had my mum and dad's help with. So this one I done completely on my own. It wasn't like perfect. I think there's a few things that I could have done better, but for my first go, I'm actually really happy how this turned out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Another thing that you could do if you wanted to is leave a comment down below of another Disney character or another type of cake that I can try. I feel like a little bit of an adventure. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I will see you soon for another video. Much love. Bye.
That is delicious.
That is good cake.
That is good cake.
Mm-hmm.